Hey guys, here's my tutorial on how to throw the factory juggling pattern, and it looks like this. This is one of my personal favorite tricks because people seem to love it. It's a really big crowd pleaser. Anybody that's kind of just only seen people juggling a cascade or anything, fairly simple, people love this one. Like I said, it's my personal favorite. The easiest way to think about this one is it's the sum of three parts. Each of the parts on their own is actually pretty easy, but when you try to combine them, it gets pretty difficult to try and manage it in your mind. So the first part is throwing your columns and matching the outer red ball with the ball in your offhand. So if you have a weak column, or pillar as I call it, if you have a weak column, you're probably gonna have a pretty tough time learning this one. So first thing you wanna do, as you're doing your columns, give it a few seconds and just match the outside ball with the ball in your offhand. Up once. Wait a little bit, regroup, gather yourself, and then up again. Wait a little bit, regroup, gather yourself, up again. Once you're comfortable enough with that, try to do it 2 in a row. 1, 2, regroup, gather yourself, 1, 2, 3, and you're in the clear. The thing to try and avoid here, the one thing that I had problems with, was as I was trying to bring the ball up, I was going too quickly. So I'd be ahead of the ball and I'd have like kind of a stagger. So I'd have one ball here, one ball here, one ball down here, and you get kind of out of sync. So you don't want to be trying to do this while you're throwing that particular step. The next step is bringing the ball that's in your offhand, the one that's going up on the side, across. So while you're throwing columns, switch. While you're throwing these columns, bring the ball up, and then just one time across in a box. So keep throwing your columns as per normal, and then across it goes. That's the second step. So balls up, across, back, and over. Once you can do that fairly comfortably, you're probably ready for the next step, which is actually dropping the ball and claw catching the other ball on the way down. So it's that step. So the best way to practice this that I found was hold the ball in its position, throw as if you were going to throw to probably about your wrist or maybe even a little bit into your forearm, and then grab yellow with your offhand and catch red in your dominant hand. So something like this. So again, it's going to be across. So you can think of it as while you're doing a pillar, the inner ball, in this case it's yellow, goes across like you're just about to start throwing a cascade. So if you can't seem to get the throw in time or know where to throw it, basically just throw it over to your opposite hand. That. So you want to catch that ball in the claw when it's at its peak. That. So once you're able to do that, you're basically actually home free after that. So you have this part, and then lastly, that guy. Hit the ball there. As you're coming down to your claw catch, there's going to be a red ball dropping to your dominant hand, and there's already going to be a red ball in your dominant hand. You simply need to throw that red ball up into the center, and you're back in your starting position, which actually looks like that. So again, if we were to just start from the middle, it would be this. I have red here. This ball I'm throwing here. That. So again, this ball goes up. This ball is going to come down, and then you swap out into your pillar. You're at the starting point after that. Keep the pattern going. And then juggling the factory. Hopefully that helps out. Good luck.